Hello there everybody, my name is Edward. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be teaching you how to play simple chords in the key of G. Now, I'm referring to chords like G, E minor, A minor, C, and D. Now these chords are actually the simplest chords you can have on guitar, and I refer to these chords as the 5 magic chords. If you put some little effort, you'll be able to play these chords in a short while, not necessarily in 10 days or in 5 days, but you need to put in some little effort and it will work if you follow a little progression I'm going to give you. Now, to start us off for today, we're going to be working on the E minor chord. Now, the way we hold the E minor, we're using our left hand, and our thumb will definitely be positioned at the back of the neck of the guitar, and you're left with fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the fingers have to be numbered because when you look at your chord chart, it comes in numbers as well on the strings and the frets. So we have finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. But our E minor will only require 2 fingers, finger 2 and finger 3. Ideally, I can squeeze the other ones out. We're only left with 2 and 3. Those are the fingers you're going to use for E minor. Why start on an E minor and not start on C major chord as everybody does? Now, C major chord is a slightly difficult chord for you to start on. If you're a beginner and you want to start playing from C major, it might be a little bit rough for you, especially because of the positioning of the fingers, especially the first finger there, and also getting to align your fingers in that diagonal shape there might be a little bit of a challenge and maybe discourage you from even trying to move to the next step. However, you can start on a simpler chord. You don't have to start on the C major chord. You can always start on a chord that is simpler for you. And our scope is those 5 magic chords, as I've mentioned to you: E minor, A minor, G, C, and D. So how you want to approach that is approach that from a simple perspective. Now, we'll start with the E minor chord. Like I've mentioned to you, we're using finger 2 and 3. The finger goes on the 2nd fret. This is what we refer to as a fret. We have fret number 1 there, and this fret number 2. At this particular level, when you reach here, I expect that you have some basic knowledge on parts of the guitar, on posture, and on left hand and right hand functions. But let's go straight to the chord because that is what we want to look at today. So E minor, finger number 2 goes on string number 5, 2nd fret. Finger number 3 goes on same fret, fret number 2, but now string number 4. So move closer there. So as you can see, we have finger number 2 on fret number 2, string number 5. Fret number 2, string number 4 for finger number 3. Keep your nails short. Mine could be a little bit long, but don't play with very long nails because it affects how you get this little curve over here. Now, why is it that sometimes it's difficult to hold your chords? Because of maybe the posture on your wrist. The wrist needs to be at the correct position. And that is, if you look at it from that particular angle, you can see there's a small space I've left here. I always tell my students it's called a mouse hole here. So on that mouse hole, you can see that the other strings are free and they can ring without any obstruction. So make sure your wrist is it's down there, not pulled at the back there, just slightly below the neck of the guitar, and you have a mouse hole right in there. And look at what how the fingers are placed. You have knuckles at the very end of each finger. So those knuckles are the active joints for your guitar. So you want to use those joints and activate them. Make sure they're well tight. They're tightened nicely because those are what you're using to maximize on your tips to get that particular chord. So I'll repeat the positioning for that. As you can see, we are on string number 5, 2nd fret with finger number 2. And finger number 3 sits on string number 4, 2nd fret, same fret with the other finger. However, as you can see, one of the other rules is that when you're positioning your fingers, you have to be closer to the immediate fret wire. So this fret wire here is what we have to be close to. So if I put my finger, I have to try and be close there. But because I have another finger which I need to place down there to complete my E minor, so those fingers will be in that form. So if you hold your strings towards the fret that is towards the nut, then you will have notes that are buzzing. They will be sounding like this, like that. So maybe when you hear those sounds, you want to correct your positioning of your finger. So we are there and we are there. So these are nice chords because when you're trying to play as a beginner, you really want to have your guitar sounding fully. You want to hear the entire scope of that sound. So for example, if I play that E minor that I've just held, and I believe you're trying to hold it and you have it right there, we're strumming this now using our right hand. That's our fast, simple right hand action, and that is a basic downstroke. So we'll be stroking our guitar from string number 6 all the way to string number 1 in one gentle motion. Will be that, like that. You can use a pick if you have one. You can use your thumb to do so. But the action should be a one stroke right to the first string. So this is the bottom of the guitar, and this is the top of the guitar. So the bottom and the top are dependent on the pitch or of the string you're playing. So the high strings is the top, the lower strings are at the bottom. So from bottom to top, you got that strum that gives us a downstroke. So have a look at it again. There we are on string number 5 2nd fret, string number 4 2nd fret with finger 2 and finger 3. So once you get that, that's our E minor chord. And I believe as a beginner, when that chord rings out, you really feel nice, as opposed to trying to play really tiny chords that don't represent what you normally hear when other people play guitar. So let's try play that chord one more time. Here's a stroke. That's good. So what I want you to do now is try and play that on 4 strums. So we're going to give ourselves a count of 4. So in music theory, we refer to this as common time. So just count 4 beats depending on how fast you want to go. But this time, I believe you want to do it a little bit slow. So here's our count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to learn also how to control the sound on your guitar by muting using your right hand. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, like that. So that gives us an E minor. And if you're jamming around with friends and you have somebody around you who can really play or improvise, somebody can improvise on that E minor and it will still sound really nice. It's just a beautiful chord and it has a nice texture and emotion to it. So here's the E minor once again. That's good. So our second chord for today will be an A minor chord. Now, the beauty of this chord is how they build into each other. So we started with an E minor, which was right about there, like I'd mentioned earlier. Now, for us to get to the A minor, we now add another finger, and that is finger 1. So A minor will have finger 1, finger 2, finger 3. And we will have finger 2 and 3 ideally in the same fret as they were when you played E minor. The only thing you'll need to do is drop them to string number 4 and 3. So we were on E minor there, so we're dropping this to string number 4 and string number 3. So our finger 2 now is on string number 4. Our third finger is on string number 3. So it looks like that. Now we need to add finger number 1 on string number 2, 1st fret. Finger number 1 on string number 2, 1st fret. And we strum that chord. Now this being an A minor chord, we have to strum that from string number 5 because the name of the chord determines where you're strumming from. We had E minor, so we had to strum from string number 6 because string number 6 is an E. Now we have A minor, which you have to strum from string number 5 because string number 5 is an A. Now we've skipped quite a number of basic rudiments on guitar so that you can straight go into this. So here's our A minor chord. So I've strummed that from string number 5. Again, the positioning of your fingers is very critical. Move my fret mute here a little bit. the positioning of your fingers is very critical to getting a clean chord. Use your knuckles, especially these ones, we refer to them as active joints. Use them effectively to get your chord. We still have the same mouse hole over here, wrist is down, and you get a very clean chord. So there we go. So let's play that 4 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the second step is combining those 2 chords, and I believe that is where most people always give up. When you're moving from E minor to A minor, the movement is very simple. You had your E minor right about there. Now you need to move to A minor, just drop these 2 fingers down as you add that finger there. So we're moving from there, drop these 2 fingers down as you add that finger there. That way you should be able to get your A minor chord. We have a simple rule on your fingering chords in guitar: always use strong fingers first, and that way it'll work for you. So I can reverse that, move my E minor. As I'm moving to A minor, I add the C finger, that being my strong finger. So it's gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I move 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. You wanna do some pitch test to check whether you've got it right? Just 1 strum on E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 strum on A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. A minor, like that. You're getting it right. Now these 2 chords, A minor and E minor, again are 2 beautiful chords. You can always find songs that apply to these 2 chords. But before we get into the songs, let's get those chords so that next time we check out what the left hand or the right hand is doing, and also we get to add maybe 1 chord, a C major chord, as we progress on like that. Now remember, take it slow, not too fast, just 1 step at a time. And every time you take up 1 step, if you're working on E minor, make sure you get it. When you're working on A minor, make sure you get it, and then it will be very easy for you to be able to connect these chords and be able to learn and use them for a song. So thanks a lot for joining me. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow as we add a new chord and probably some simple strumming patterns to accompany that. Thank you. My name is Edward. I'm a guitar tutor, and I'm looking forward to this journey with you. Bye-bye. Thank you.